drive to the farm again, depending on how fast they go, it's probably about a little bit, it's almost 2 miles past the plane, so about 15 minutes.
Again, the state funeral beginning today at Phoebe Sumter in Americus for the 39th President of the United States, James Earl Carter Jr., who was born in Plains. A very special tribute you just witnessed there at Phoebe Sumter.
In his hometown there, just feet away, watching as the hearse carrying the former president is starting its procession now from Phoebe Sumter to his hometown of Plains, Georgia, and then to his boyhood home and farm in Archery. People lining the way with American flags. That moment, Carla, you just mentioned, extremely special because alongside the hearse, through the entire opening of Phoebe Sumter, from where the hearse was loaded until the end of that driveway there before the main drag, we saw current and former special agents in charge and current assistant special agents in charge of the United States Secret Service Carter Protective Division walking alongside, also serving as pallbearers to the former president. These men led teams protecting the president and Mrs. Carter for over 40 years, putting their lives on the line for his. They were more than a security team. To the Carters, they were family.
They were family. And speaking of family, the family is now, following in that motorcade,
Yes.
The hearse headed to Plains. And, I was trying to remember all of the names of the Carter children. They were parents to 3 sons, John William, James Earl III, Donnell Jeffrey, and 1 daughter, Amy Lynn. And Amy is the one that I remember when they were in the White House. She was growing up there in the White House. They had a dog and, just family life. They took South Georgia with them to the White House, and then they brought the White House back, to Southwest Georgia.
Absolutely. Now, it's not a long drive from Phoebe Sumter to downtown Plains to Archery. We're talking about 17 miles, all encompassing from, the start till the end. But WAOB has reporters all along that route ready to bring you live to the minute updates. The stretch of downtown Plains where this processional will pass through, not very long.
Not very long.
So we will, of course, be making sure we get the procession from the start to the end for you as it passes through downtown Plain and ends in Archery with a 39 bell salute in honor of our 39th president.
You were, speaking of downtown Plains, you covered Roseland. So you and Madison were there, and you covered that motorcade as it quickly, I mean, it's not, like you said, it's not very long.
No.
It does not last very long, but they drove through the streets where he and Roseland would bike, would be in parades for the Peanut Festival, who would meet visitors from all over the globe. And of course, they're expecting many, many people to converge on Plains this week.
Yes, they started shutting down roads this morning between 8 to 9 a.m. And they will remain closed, at least in the Plains 280 area, until 11:15. That's when roads,
today.
Will start to open again. And something that I definitely wanted to emphasize about this procession is that it's going to be traveling through several other small South Georgia towns on the way to Atlanta, slowing down, pausing, so people all across South Georgia can pay their respects. And speaking of that, the crowds again gathering there at Phoebe Sumter. Also there is our very own Madison Fogley.